Have a wonderful day, yeah, okay. Yeah, time to go chase me the rest today. How to go chase me the rest today, okay.
Okay, Le Phantom in the cut. You already know, back on this YouTube grind with the workouts. So, Easter Monday, you already know, hit a leg day in the gym. It was mad packed. Like, bruh, I still hit everything I wanted to hit, but I could have pushed some more weight, even though I hit a PR in the gym today. So, hey, that's the vibes that we're coming with today. But I'm just gonna go over some footage that I got. You already know, so many people in there still getting the footage in. So, I got all these captures right here. We're just gonna go over them, each one of them. So I dived in, but bear with me on the quality and everything that we got going on, but we still put in that work. So let's just start with this first one right here. Alright, so I'm in the gym. Check out the Vanquish Fit. Those guys need to sponsor me, but we're gonna start off on the bikes. I always start off on the bikes in the gym, leg day or not. Get the body nice and warmed up. Let me just full screen this real quick. So I'm getting the camera positioned nicely so I can go and start off on the bike. And when you get onto the bike, you want to start off on a hard setting that really allows you to push and go at a nice pace, but not fast, just at a nice moderate pace. So you're gonna see me turn it up once I'm fully settled in, and I'm going to keep a steady pace. So I'm not even gonna lie, I was already on the cycle for, I should say over 10 minutes. Yeah, definitely over 10 minutes, the amount of music I was listening to. But I'm starting off high right now, head behind my back, and it's holding up my body upright. And you just want to balance there and keep a nice pace. This is how you want to start up, right? And see I'm going side to side, that's going to hit your obliques too. So you can bring in your elbows and focus on your elbows moving at the same time with your knees. So you're going to see knee to elbow, knee to elbow, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. That kind of motion is what you want to get, and you're going to feel all of that. You want to work with that. So I'm just going to keep doing that, the hard level, and you just want to make sure you actually sweat. When you're done this one, you want to really be sweating. You want to really work up your body, and see how I'm putting my hands to the sides now, pushing out my chest so you keep your core engaged, turning it down and holding my legs. Now I can let go of a little bit of the burn, but I have to keep a certain speed. So on this bike, it lets me know the speed that I'm going on, and I'm pretty sure it would be around 65 or 70, but not kilometers or miles per hour. I'm pretty sure it is either cycles per minute or something like that. And now I change my grip on it again. So that is a different kind of grip that's using your tricep and allowing you to keep up. But see how I put my chin up? You want to keep your chin up at all times. So you're going to notice your chin tucks down because your core is going to get tired. You want to push your chin up so you keep their back aligned. And look, that's probably the owner looking at me as he just walked into the studio. But hey, you always want to make sure if you have mirrors around you, use it, take advantage of that. But you always want to keep your core stabilized in this one and your head up. So it looks like I'm on the break now, getting in my water, and look, I'm still cycling until I finish. You don't want to just get off of the bike. You want to slow down, take it easy. Now I'm just gonna stand and stretch, and when you really get off of that bike, you really feel the burn in your legs. Trust me, no doubt about that. Going to the second one. So after I was warmed up on the bike, there's a few people in here, but whatever. I'm just gonna kill these close-legged squats, and look, I have to tap the dumbbell and shoot up, and I place my hands in a triangle motion in front of me, in front of my face, and you can even see that when I go up, look, spreading my arms to keep my balance, and that is still okay. So just lightly tapping and keeping your heels on the ground is what you want to do. the placement of my feet is really key in this exercise. You don't want to sit on the kettlebell or whatever surface you have there. You just want to tap it so you get that low squat and explode up. And it's okay if your feet are not touching, they just have to be really close. As you can see, they're inside that circle. I think I have 2 more. Oh, one in me left and I jumped behind, because that one could have tipped me over, but hey, you always got to go till failure. That is a really key one, getting those close-legged squats, because close-legged use the most of your legs instead of the wide-legged. So yeah, let's go into this next one here. Let's see. Pretty sure I did the kettlebell swing to get the hamstrings and the glutes warmed up even more. So look, I'm throwing the weight up to my head area, but I'm reaching behind the circle behind my body, and I'm bending my knees and throwing it up, and my heels staying planted on the floor. That's exactly what we want. And you just need that thrust motion as you throw your hips all the way forward as the weight swing, and you got to focus on the momentum. Momentum is key in this. Don't focus on holding the weight at all. It's just got to be swinging, and you have to use your muscles to push that weight all around. So now I get out of the studio, see how many, almost 100, no, I'm not even gonna say 100, but this gym was packed for my small Anytime Fitness gym. Wish I could have fully showed you guys what it looks like, but it's pretty small even though everything I need is there. So I got 3 plates on this, and you want to get really close. See how my knees get really close at the end? They could be closer, but that's close enough. And keeping my head up and my back straight and holding my core during this whole motion is exactly what I need to do in order to keep everything locked in and stabilized. And look how I'm not fully extending all the way out, as if I'm not trying to injure myself. So this weight I can definitely do double that, especially more, but I just wanted to get that one in because hey, I couldn't even get that many plates because of how busy it was. So yeah, leg press is definitely one you want to hit after your warm-up. You want to do a nice compound lift, like a squat too right after that. That would definitely hit too. So to get the glutes back again after I just hit them in the warm-up, gonna go with the hip abductor machine, I believe it's called. So we are going to start on the outside to begin. So, and yeah, appreciate the angles that I'm getting, as I could have gotten better ones, but hey, lots of people in the gym today, and oh, you see that little mess up right there. So you just want to get fully locked in, chest out, and look how I'm not letting it get too close, and I'm pushing my chest and my stomach out and everything out so I can get nice and wide. So look how I'm pushing my chest, or my chin goes up so I can open up my body even more using my back, because your chin motion connects to your neck, which is your whole back. So I believe I'm going to add some more weight, but this machine is annoying because see, look, I get the cramps, the soreness, and this one I can only do so much of. I'd rather do a hip thrust in order to get the feeling. But oh, okay, so that is where my card hit full storage and I had to do a little cleanup, but at least you didn't see that I only did what, like a few more reps until I really got that sore feeling. Maybe it's that machine for me, might not work for everybody, but I recommend doing hip thrust to get that same motion. So getting back to this hip abductor machine, I'm going to do the muscle that is in between in order to get that nice squeezing motion, because even though the muscle is small in the crotch area, it really does have an effect on your overall balance and size of your leg. So keeping your body nice and stabilized And making your knees or your heels touch together is what you want to try to do during this workout, and holding your core for sure. So I'm going to add some more weight to get a better contraction. I'm pretty sure I was at 100 pounds on this one and 80 pounds on the last. Hope this guy's not watching me like a weirdo in the corner. But yeah, pushing at 100 is what I gotta do. Get a last one. Yeah. Now we gotta make it nice and light. Get some easy contractions. Or actually not so easy, as I can get nice and closer. I wonder what my weight was on this one. But you always want to choose a weight that you either want to build up the strength to make a full contraction, or to try your best to make a full contraction without doing too many reps. But you always want to finish out with some good contractions. That's what it's about. So I'm getting closer on this one. And yeah, that seems to be a wrap. So this is when I tried to go for my squats, I believe. I have one plate on there, but I was struggling with my squats, not gonna lie. I got some footage in before this, believe so, where the bar was either too high and then my chain was getting in the way. A lot of complications with the squat rack right here, so still gonna go over it though. So yeah, this was after all of my struggles, and see how it's sitting on me in a way that I do not like on my neck. No. So usually I can get up to doing 5 to 8 squats, but I've had a lot of complications on that one, not even gonna lie. But hey, I gotta show it to you because I did put some squats in, even though I got more footage. But after the squats, you already know, had to hit the deadlift. So I got 2 plates on it right now, heels on the ground, pull that up, get a nice squeeze in the air, and then just hold that. So you always want to keep your heels on the floor, knees slightly bent, hold your core in tight, and then pull up the weight. So I just did a little adjustment, and I'm about to go for another one. So yeah, I think I'm going for another one. Yeah, look how my calves pop out at the back a little bit because my gets sturdy with it. That's how you know the tracks is going. But hey, everything seems sturdy over there, not even gonna lie. Sturdy with the deadlift. But that was a light deadlift for me, not even gonna lie. Had to up that. This was my PR for high school. It's obviously light for me now, I'm not gonna lie. This is something that I would just keep practicing just to keep my deadlift strength up. So same position, boom. And I gave you guys a better angle with that so you can see my upper body snap in too. Boom. Look at the mirror, you can see everything snap in my neck. Yeah. So I got 2 reps on there, and that was neat for me. And now I wanted to save my strength, because you already know, had to up that and hit a real PR. This I had to hit a real PR. 4 plates for a deadlift is pretty serious. Trying to work up to 5 plates at a max, nothing more. But hey, I picked that up and I'm like, whoa, that is some serious weight. Felt like I was carrying the earth, not even gonna lie to you. And boom, gave out again on the second because my grip was not feeling that. The grip of my hands was really not it. So I went and reached into my bag, pulled out my Cali gloves so we can get to real business. Real business. So the Cali gloves are on, and I'm not sure why the footage right here is mad blurry, but you guys still see what it's going on right now. So Gloves on. You see the 4 plates. Boom. Pulled that up and I'm like, hold on. Let's go. That feeling was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But after that, I definitely hit 5 more of those, because when you hit a PR, you really have to push that. You really have to push your PRs until failure. That's key. As soon as you hit a PR, every single time I hit a PR, I know I'm gonna get stronger when I keep doing the same thing. So keep pushing for PRs when you hit your PR. Push for more reps on your PR as soon as you hit that. And then I dropped to 3 plates after 3 plates and 25 pounds each side. And then just rep that out, just to rep it out. So I'm that in between the 4 plates and the 3 plates. So here, not sure why it's blurry again, but bear with me as I'm doing lunges forward. So I believe these are the 280 pounds that I had doing these lunges, as that is double what I did in high school. And my form is honestly messed up for starting off with the 80s. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just trying to get low and get a good stretch, but you can see I'm struggling because the weight is supposed to stay in one area and I'm allowing it to go forward, which is cheating a little bit just so I can get a better stretch. But hey, we're gonna get into some better ones, trust me, because I already knew we can do better than that. So in order to do so, I took another clip, and I'm pretty sure that I'm at another angle so you guys could see what I'm clearly doing. So I'm at the rack and I'm grabbing, I believe 10 pounds less. I was doing 80, so now I picked up 70s. And now you're gonna get the side angle. Boom. The first one is what you should be doing. That second one irks. No, my legs were giving out. Boom. There is where I tried to actually make a half rep, not really cheating. You see where I'll go up and then snap my leg back? It's because I was giving out on the strength. But I'm still trying to push the weight, but we can still do better than that, because I'm like, no, the first rep is only the cleanest rep and everything else was not it. Gotta stop doing that. So we need the full lunge rep, because usually for lunges I would walk around the place, but guess what, so many people in the place, right? So I'm going to do my standing lunges, which are slightly harder, but hey, gets the job done. So boom, I got 60s, and that is how it's, oh, let's see if I adjust here. Yep, pretty sure this one I got, yep. And I'm getting the form nice for extending all the way. So you don't want your knee to touch the ground unless you can fully make it, but I suggest doing that with a lighter weight. So got some reps in on that lunge, same thing, extending all the way, staying stabilized. Don't swing your body around, you just gotta do that lunge. Now this one, believe I was still doing lunges to get another angle of that one, because yeah, the guy got in my way behind me when I was checking on my footage. He made his setup, so I had to make another setup, but this one is slightly better. So I'm getting a good position now as I'm aiming for the section right in front of me, that gray bar holding up the racks. Boom, look how I'm nicely lined up to that. Boom. See where I'm holding the weights, the middle of my body? That's exactly where they're supposed to stay. Yes. Whenever you do lunges, allow the weights to stay in one area, which is the middle of your body, and not the front and not the back. Okay. Now the farmer's walk, because I was holding these heavy ass weights and now I got these hundreds. So boom, set up my farmer's walk to go all the way down there, cross the line, do a nice turn. Could have been smoother, but hey, I was struggling to hold those boys up. Hold on, put those down nicely. Just to kill the forearms for all the weight I was holding up, and to just get in a nice walk, you know. Farmer's walk is what I usually hit on my back days. It's also good to hit back with a little bit of legs, a little back with legs, because your back is a stabilizer for your legs as well as your core, and your core is in your back area as well. And I'm not sure why it's still blurry, as I do get better footage later on, or better quality footage. Not sure why it's blurry, but it gives a slightly nice effect. Same way I gotta get sturdy. Ooh, had to get sturdy to hit these hammies. And this one is straight and forward. With a machine, you already know, you gotta keep your grip nice and tight, and boom. I was pushing what, 140. Make sure it touches your glutes or your butt there, and look how I'm raising my chin to squeeze my back as I pull that in. Use your heels, and you want to move your heels to the outer sides of the outsides of the pad. That is the focus there. So I'm just bringing the weight up by 20 pounds, I believe it was. The hamstring machine, or the hamstring curl machine, always gets me sturdy, because you really do use your hamstrings to get that low and to push yourself up. But get the nice grip. If you really saw that, my headphone jack came out of my headphone. Boom, 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 and it came out again. So I'm still going, because I'm not gonna mess up the footage, even though it did mess up my focus. But hey, look how my heels are fully outside of the pads. You want your heels to be pointing away. You want your heels to always be either straight when you do squats or other leg, let's say leg extension, like literally the leg press, either straight, heels straight, or heels towards each other. You never want your heels to be all the way outside unless you're doing the hamstring curl. Slightly outside opens up your hamstring more, but you do want to keep your heels straight, but the slightly outside angle on that hamstring curl machine does it. Especially when your heels are all the way on the outside of the pads, it gives a nicer contraction. So getting a little sturdy as I'm approaching the leg extension. Leg extension, like I was saying, heel movement's key as well, or heel position is key as well. So you want to lean back and you want to push out. This one I was doing 150, I believe, and then you might feel, look, I'm getting the slight hyperextend on the strong ones. You want to get a slight slight hyperextension. Now I'm going for 200. No, not even. I did hit 200 on this though. But yeah, I'm really feeling the track right now and just going off on the legs. So yeah, look how my core braces and my head stays back into the seat. So you know my legs are burning, but the track was bumping. These ones you want to kill after you do both legs. So I was doing 80 pounds on this side, repping that out. 80 pounds on the next side, repping that out. But I low-key started doing leg extensions before I started the footage, like on my right leg. That's why I got in more reps on my left leg. Now I drop the weight more, 50 pounds, push that out. You want to keep your head up and your chest out, stomach out. Get that slight hyperextend. And then just kick all the way out. So these ones could have been higher. I was just feeling it out. But my legs are burning. My legs are burning, dog, after all that. I decided to do both and just crush them and destroy my legs. But now I'm going to hit the hip thrust, I believe. Hip thrust it is, as I start with the 70 pound. And usually someone would set this up for you or in a different way, but this is how I chose to set myself up. So keep your heels away from you on the ground at a good distance, and you want to keep your back on that and have it going at that motion, and thrust your hips into the air as your knees extend away from your body and your hips pop into the air. And it's okay if your back swings like that, because your back does help into this motion as well, your lower back. So snapping your head back like that helps you push the weight too. If you were to use less weight, you wouldn't want to do that. You want to focus it more on your hips. But yep, that was a 70. Usually I would want to be pushing 80 to the 100 in order to keep it up, but that was a compound lift, so did not have all of the strength as I was pushing 70 right there. So you just want to be careful with your compound lifts to do those in the beginning instead of the end. And this is one of my favorite finishers for a back day or a leg day, because it just realigns your spine so you get that nice stretch. Boom, touch your toes and raise all the way up. And you don't have to overextend the way I do. You want to just keep a straight back or slightly bent, slightly hyperextended. But you see how I'm using my hands and opening them up and making circles? Allows me to fully open up my body for all the weight I was just putting onto my lower back. But this is still adding weight to it. You just get to stretch and you get to use your body correctly. So yeah, making sure everything is nice. And this one you just want to feel it out because I'm not using any weight. And you want to raise up in a straight line, not on any sides. Oh, almost stumbled there, but yeah, get a nice stretch too. Hey, you can definitely feel that one after. And now I have the last one with the weight. So this one was just to destroy my back, just cause whatever. So get yourself set up. Grab the weight. This was a 45. I usually use a 25 and hold it to your body. You usually hold the 25 ahead of you or a lighter weight ahead of you. Boom. I did not have to hyperextend all the way that far. But the way I'm raising my body, my back is engaged holding this weight. My lower back is fully engaged, and I'm changing the position because that is heavy right now. So that position was honestly not the best. Let me change it again, as that one is good. Boom. Put that down, because that was starting to burn. Hey. Yeah, and that is how we clock out on a leg day, Easter Monday. You know the vibes. So yeah, that was my leg day on Easter Monday. Definitely gonna do another one where I get better quality and more focus on certain movements. But yeah, that is my leg day. I usually try to go ham. I was in the gym for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I usually stay in the gym for 2 hours, but I try to push for 3, as when I train people, I'm in the gym for 3 hours. So especially when I train more than one person at the same time. So yeah, without being said, that is Le Phantom, and take care. I'll see you guys back with another fitness video real soon. and honestly more often, more consistently, as I am going to the gym a lot more often now. And I do have more calisthenics footage that I will be dropping as well, so stay tuned. Signing out.